Hi, guys, good evening, and welcome back once again to the EdWord. I'm your host, Eddie, and in tonight's video, I'll be discussing what I thought of the big announcement that was dropped just a few short hours ago that director Karyn Kusama, who directed films such as Destroyer, The Invitation, and to more recent memory, even though it's about 10 years old, Jennifer's Body, has signed on to direct a newly announced Dracula movie for Blumhouse Productions. This is very, very exciting. They're making a new Dracula movie from Blumhouse, and it is most likely going to be made with Universal, even though it's not technically set in stone yet in terms of which studio they'll be working with, because apparently Dracula is public domain, which means anybody or any studio can make any film or TV show with him, which would explain the BBC Netflix miniseries we just got 2 months ago from the guys who were the showrunners of Sherlock, which was quite good, I thought. I thought it was an interesting take on the character. I did a review of it. You can watch it here on this channel. But anyway, getting back to the focus here. So this is very, very exciting. Hot off the success of the well-received and very profitable new horror movie, The Invisible Man, which I saw, and it was great, and I can't wait to see it again. Blumhouse is now developing a new Dracula film with this lady, Karyn Kusama, to direct, and she is working with two of her frequent collaborators, who are the two script writers, Matt Manfredi, I'm sorry if I'm butchering that, and Phil Hay. Apparently these two will be penning the script for this new Dracula reboot. And she will be directing it for Blumhouse. This is very, very exciting news. There's no word yet as to whether who's going to be playing the title character. I think we're far from that. This sounds like this movie is still being developed and being written, so we probably won't get any casting announcements anytime soon. But it's just exciting enough to know that this movie is indeed being made. So that's awesome. You know, I really enjoyed what they did with The Invisible Man, how they just made it a solid standalone horror story. They weren't concerned with building a shared cinematic universe where the monsters coexist within one another, which is too bad because I thought that was a cool idea or concept. But if it's not going to work, then it's not going to work. If they just want to give us solid horror movies that stand alone, then I'm okay with that too. And hopefully that's the direction they'll go with Dracula. So I'm very excited about that. I guess, because of how well received The Invisible Man has been, both at the box office and with critics, I guess they're not wasting any time with getting the next monster off their chests, which is Dracula. And it's funny because about a week or two ago, when they were doing press for The Invisible Man, Jason Blum himself talked about or hinted how he would love to do a Dracula movie next. Well, he also talked about how he'd like to do Frankenstein as well, but it sounds like they're definitely doing a Dracula movie, which is very exciting. And it's going to be set in the modern times, which is pretty cool. And I'm curious as to see what kind of modern twist or spin they'll put on the character. Will they make him more of a serial killer who's disguising, like a vampire who disguises himself as a serial killer, or will it be something else? I don't know, but I'm very, very excited for it, as I hope you guys are as well. So this is an exciting step in the right direction, where they have announced a new director and two new screenwriters to come aboard and write the script, and just overall pretty pumped for it. You know, I'm glad they're not wasting any time, and I'm glad that The Invisible Man worked out so well for them, and now they know what kind of approach to do regarding these characters and the legacy that they have. And as long as they make them good and scary and people like them, then that's what's going to make it for a good movie. So I'm very much excited and intrigued for this new Dracula film. No idea when it's going to release. It's probably pretty early to determine or guess that. But it's just exciting to know that this movie's being developed. It's going to be written, and we have a director attached as well. So we just got to stay on our toes and keep our ears open for any casting announcements or anything like that. Now, what I am curious about is if this film will at all, even though they've made it pretty clear it's a standalone property, if it will tie into the upcoming Renfield film that was announced in the back half of last year. Although it's that, even though it's Universal, that probably won't necessarily be a Blumhouse film. So if Dracula appears in that film, it very well could be a different actor playing the same character or a different version of the character. Because what Universal can do is that they could actually have multiple actors play different versions of these creatures or the monsters in different films spread across one another. But it's probably too early and a little premature to begin guessing or theorizing about that. They seem pretty committed to just giving us good, solid horror movies rather than connecting them all together through some dark universe or cinematic universe. As cool as that would be, it's probably not a priority or a big concern for them right now. I think what they most likely want to do is just give us good, solid, scary horror movies, and I am A-okay with that because I absolutely loved The Invisible Man. It was great. Can't wait to see it again. And if we get more monster movies from Blumhouse like The Invisible Man, I will be A-okay with that. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this video here on the EdWord. What do you think of this news of the Dracula reboot finding a director? Are you excited? Are you happy? Are you scared? Are you excited? I want to hear your thoughts and your feedback down below in the comments section. Thank you so much for watching. Have an awesome rest of your evening. The Invisible Man is now playing in theaters. Check your local listings for times, and stay tuned and subscribe to this channel for more updates regarding the future of the Universal monsters. Have a great rest of your night, guys, and of course, until next time, may the Force be with you.